应该都是很顺的吧？拜托了，求求了。啊 ？EW。
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Well, I suppose... No.
人转多快！这个
Can I help you? Oh, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
你在读什么？
What book were you reading?
哎，我真的是
spell book
希
I
望
picked
这次
up.
不要再卡住了，
Has a few interesting things, but
快要发疯
not exactly what I was looking for.
快要
I'm sure
不
you'll
行
find
了
out
快要
soon
发
enough.
疯。
But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
什么
Are
意思？
you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Okay. Oh. Good luck today.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
OK，应该这次是可以了吧？不要再跟我开玩笑了。
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me.
观其不语真君子，你就是个臭婊子。
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We
handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
再会了。
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
我们之间已经没什么话好说了。Bitch bye.
What do you think Black's wife is like?
Revelio.
我也会。
Lumos.
Not while he's here, perhaps.
Lumos.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year.
他看不到吗？
I'm
他这样
ominous.
子看旁边
Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
他好像真的看不到，抱歉。
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
没有猜
Most
到自己会
certainly.
来是来
My
着。
family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet
Thank
you.
you, Ominous.
Pleasure was all mine.
Nice to meet
Don't be
you.
a stranger.
高兴认识你。
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting.
直接交朋友了。我这个应该不用说。哦。好。
By the stairs.
去找卫斯理教授了。哇哇哇
Do you think anyone?
！Oh my god！
Good
是卫斯
morning.
理
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here.
Hello,
Make the most of
Weasley.
it. You
有够
only
年
have one
轻的
first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
谢谢老师。
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master
Yes.
all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
I
抱歉。
adore spending sunny afternoons in the
无情过敏。
courtyard.
I
Wonderful
certainly
things to
would have
practice
appreciated
accurately.
something like
One
the
of the
field
students
guide when I
first.
was a student.
I enjoy having
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Oh.
Revelio.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Hi, 来到霍格华兹。我不是有什么组合包吗？为什么不给我？非说我的挑战。
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
跟随卫斯理教授。先等一下，我先拿东西。他直接给我倒数计时哎。不是啊。所以我现在的 ESC 是这个，那我要怎么叫选单出来？我不能叫选单哦。F10或者是什么？当兵。嗨，卫斯理教授。帽子好丑，抱歉。这个也好重。
Revelio.
Oh my god！ 那里很多宝箱哎，我都还没拿。
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Yeah, okay. 开启地图，要左侧教授，好。我还不要传呢，我刚刚那个宝箱还没开耶。
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Revelio.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Oh, wow.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My sister will be home for the holidays this year.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. Oh? You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today.
好了，老师
and I'll
话
explain
好
more
多
about
哦。
those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
老师的话真的太多了，谢谢。
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, Why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
直接快睡着，很像真的在上课，救命哦！
Revelio.
真的先救命哟！
My brothers and I.
哇哦！
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
Revelio.
powder.
Revelio. 哎呦！没事。哎，大概就是我现在还不能开。 我太笨了，算了，谢谢，先算了，先算了。哦，哇哦！
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
That's the form! Why do students always run when Peevesy wants to have some fun?
If it's not on your nose, thought you'd want to know. Oh, my exams. Not one of them deserves more than a tea.
Revelio.
Look at me!
Hey there.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso?
A levitation charm? Levioso! Oh, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay. Levioso， 直接学起来。
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a Levioso. Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Protego. Levioso.
This can't be your first.
Let's just say I'm quick.
Only all my students would have said. I do enjoy life.
Levioso.
Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Levioso.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Thanks to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Huh? 臭婊子！我们不能当这种
You
酸言
dueled
酸语的人。
Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
OK， 谢谢。
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you,
Revelio.
not the other way around.
A bit.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
什么意思？
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was
certainly good
practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, You might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
See you next time. Okay.
Revelio.
跟2等了，可以开锁了，可以开锁了。等一下再去魔咒课。哦，不是2等。魔法罗盘才可以找到正确的。等一下，我想去尿尿。Story， 我回来了。
Revelio。
当鬼了还被追，被老婆追杀。
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you
Hello.
are the new student.
You are Nettie.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right?
Okay.
Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Anyone?
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, It seems that we're in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
数数钱。
Accio.
哦，这样子，哎
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
太美了吧！
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
发出友善的声音，怎么好像怪怪的、啊、
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm Accio at the last possible moment. Now, happens to the best of us.
Huh?
Very good. Stay focused.
Oh, okay.
Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Be sharp.
哦！哎，他那么厉害哦！死定了，不能被他厉害。哎
That's it.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
I say that.
Nicely done. Watch this.
好了啦。
There we go.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
不好意思。
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
老师又要变什么花样？
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
不要那么厉害哦。
Yes.
Accio.
Very good.
Here we go. Phew.
Yeah.
Quite impressive. Let us see this.
她很厉害耶，这个女的也不是省油的灯。
Accio.
Oh,
2 perfect rounds.
God.
You're a natural.
我怎么这么棒？我大拇哥的老师要给我记嘉奖了。Yeah.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Okay. 哎，我的那个音量是不是开太大声了？我现在才发现哎。
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
随便。
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use if you're
a word,
so
if you would.
Well,
you wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
通常有这种课后辅导的时候，都是
Revelio.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Accio.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
OK，
Revelio。
打不开哟。哦，原来还有一个啦。42，然后是马。为什么？然后是马。2、1、2、3、4。然后3、0、3、5、7、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7，7亿吗？2、4、8、10，我数学不好。哎呦，3、5，然后是什么动物是0、3、5，然后4、2啊，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。它这个是7亿。好，谢谢，我们没有缘分。
Protego. Revelio. Accio.
Oh， 抓到。
Revelio.
拜。
Revelio.
我要去追踪我的任务了。这个，先去这里，然后再去
Revelio.
哎，这个。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Protego. Revelio.
你什么时候放假啊？这次过年都没看到你。 什么意思啊？宝箱都不能开，已经放假了，所以哦，刚出来玩的吗？不然那个脸是不行吗？
Revelio.
对呀。 他说过年都没看到你，还可以摸猫咪耶，太 Q 了吧！哎呦
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Butterbeer? Yeah, butterbeer.
Revelio. Accio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
这个是霍格华兹的传承啊，新的游戏，2月11号的时候就会上市了。
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Yeah. 余光，什么余光中？拜托，我这个是参考那个黑魔法师，那个叫什么名字忘记了，强尼戴普演的那个角色配出来的年轻版。余光中是谁啊？是你们连长吗
Flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Accio. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit
余光
of
中
your
是一个
magic.
诗人呢，哪里像？他已经快要，已经在，不好说了，不好说了。他哪有像啊？复复修，哎，又学到了一个啊、哦。Wow.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
OMG， 太神奇了吧！这又是一个 magic。
Only a new student would help me with my sad predicament.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Protego. Lumos. Revelio.
哎，厕所里面竟然有宝箱！哇哦，有衣服哎！可以上厕所吗？哦，冲一个水。哎，怎么有人在里面煮魔药？啊，这个就是那个哦，会冲出来那个的。Oh my god!
Revelio. Protego. Lumos. Revelio. Protego. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
I adore them.
OK， 在康桥的没有
Levioso, Lumos, Reparo, Accio.
My house broom will.
他去哪里呀？OK。 还没，我还没学到那个索命咒，那些黑魔法师用的咒术。我还不是黑魔法师。如果我把它锁60，会不会比较顺啊？我看一下。
Revelio.
OK 那个轻轻的我走了，好，拜拜。
I've always said that travel.
Revelio.
文艺复兴。英文太大了吧？
Show me his star.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
好，那我们今天就先到这里，好累了，要睡觉，12点了，终于顺利的设定了。